Dan Campbell said that every time you touch the ball, every time you make a play and do something, not only do you gain the trust of the coaches, but also your teammates. What does that mean to you?
Yeah, I mean, that's my ultimate goal. Obviously, as a rookie, still trying to find my role on this team. So just to be able to build the trust from the coaching staff and the offense as a whole, the play callers, and then ultimately my teammates, I think is a super, super big thing for me as a rookie.
What is it about this offense you think that your game matches with so well?
I think just the way I play the game. I think that's a big reason why they brought me into Detroit. Is just the way I go about my business every single day. Whether it's catching the ball, what I do in the run game, I think I just bring physicality and toughness.
I know you don't take anything for granted that you've made this team, but there's a lot of people saying you potentially could be wide receiver number 3 on the depth chart. Just from here, where do you go mentally? Tell me what the next few days will be like for you.
It's nice to kind of wrap up camp a little bit. I wouldn't say take a break, but kind of get out of that camp mode. In terms of being, where we're stacking up in terms of the receiver room, I don't think we need to put a number on anyone. I think we got a great receiver room, and we can throw anyone out there. I don't think we need to throw a number on anyone.
What are you thinking about when the ball's in there? Are you excited or nervous, or what's that feeling like?
I'd say it's more just a routine thing. The ball's in the air, I'm going to go catch it. I'm not really thinking about too much rather than, just catching the ball.
Had you practiced that worm before? You were pretty good at that.
I've done it a few times and never done it in the end zone before, so that was the first time for that. But it was kind of just I didn't really know what to do, and I was on the ground like, screw it, I'll do the worm.
What's your impressions of Kyle, I guess, and how he's played this preseason? And obviously you seem to have a good connection with him, too.
Yeah, I think he's really gotten into a rhythm, really gotten comfortable. Obviously, they did a great job protecting him up front, so just be able to go through his progressions and then just continue to build trust with him because, he throws a great ball, and all the touchdowns that I've had, it's just been like on the money. So I think he's just continually gotten better every single day.
How do you describe his command, I guess, of the offense?
Man, I think he's obviously a really smart guy, but he knows how to have fun. And I think that's the biggest thing about football is don't forget, it's a game at the end of the day and it's something you want to have fun with. So he just makes sure, obviously there's a lot of stress and a lot of things going on the field, but he's someone that can really calm us down and bring us all together.
How do you feel personally you got better over the course of the entire training camp?
I think in every single way. Came in not playing a lot of outside receiver, kind of was primarily an inside receiver back in college. So there's just so many things that I need to improve on. And I think, like I said, there's so many things I can continue to work on. But I think just getting reps in practice and going against the defense that we have has really just made me improve.
Where does this Cupid's arrow celebration come from?
We had a meeting with the referees a day or two before that game. And obviously, they're cracking down on all the guns and stuff. But they said, well, we asked about like a bow and arrow celebration. They said as long as they can deem it like a Cupid's arrow, then it's fine. So that's where the Cupid's arrow came from.
And one of the things that Dan said before this game was he didn't want guys to overthink it too much, just go in and play free. To that end, how much did you do that? And tell me what you liked and about your performance today.
Yeah, I played free all day. Had fun. Tried to make some plays and some throws when they were there and tried to make them when they weren't there. So just trying to go out there and command the huddle was my biggest concern and having fun. That's what I did today.
Another thing that Coach talked about was just getting better each game. Do you feel like you did that? How do you assess just your performance in this preseason and where it might put you on this depth chart?
Yeah, I did. Improve each game. That second game was probably the worst ball handling I had in my career, which isn't me. And I felt like I capitalized on things that I needed to work on game after game. And every day at practice, I showed up.
One of the things that Coach told us is when they're evaluating quarterbacks at this stage is how much room for development in a good way still is there. Where do you feel like there is more room for development in your game?
There's always room for development. You're either getting better or you're getting worse. You're never staying the same, so there's always room. There's things in my game that I would like to improve. And I'll continue to work on those.
How do you approach the next few days now with changes in the roster coming on Tuesday?
I stay myself, continue to work hard and control the things that I can control.
Do you feel like you've earned a position on the roster?
From the work that I've put in and what I've put on tape in practice and a couple of plays in the game, I have showcase some good things, have some things to still work on, like I said before. But I made a strong stance.
What was
Your reaction seeing the way Kyle handled the preseason and then training camp games? Just kind of seemed like he had real control and patience and control of the offense.
Yeah, Kyle's a great player. Been in the league for a very long time and has that experience, and showed me a couple of new things, just going into the game and preparing and getting keys on defenses and things. So, just a true vet.
Certainly, you've had a lot of opportunity here to show yourself. What more do you think you can do and want to do to show this team that you belong?
Just my dedication to the grind. Come in every day and try to do my job to the best of my ability. That's all I can do.
Are you surprised in any way the battle didn't go more in your favor? It kind of feels like Kyle took a little bit of a leap ahead of you.
Of course, who would want to go into a battle and think that they're not going to be successful? Especially, the skills that I have and that I can showcase. But you come in and work as hard as you can every day. So that's what I've been doing.
Did you find it frustrating? You would do some things in practice, obviously, everything's important, and then when the lights came on in the games, there were some struggles. As far as the turnovers and things.
Of course, I would feel a way, seeing that that's not my regular character, regardless of where we are. Practice is no turnovers in practice. So just trying to make those plays and trying to fit things in tight windows or try to force the ball. It's a letdown, especially knowing what I can do.
It's definitely tough. Guys are fighting for their dream, competing, put it all on the line the last, month and a half or so. So it's definitely tough. Control what you can every day. And whatever happens. Just put the next foot forward. But yeah, it's definitely tough seeing guys. The locker room is definitely going to look a lot different. So,
give me a sense of some of the things that you've seen. Obviously, like from Kyle Allen, he's put together a really nice preseason resume, as has Isaac TeSlaa. Just the chance to add some more quality guys to this team, and a team that continues to get better and is tougher to make the roster.
Oh yeah, guys just competing week in and week out during camp. I think they had a great camp and they showed it today. And that was just routine plays that they've made throughout camp, and it was good to show up in front of the fans. That deep ball was awesome. I was in for that play. It just looked like pat and go drills that we do, and it came out on the field. It was awesome to see, and then TeSlaa celebrations get better and better. So it's awesome. I'm proud of him, man. And he's a former D2 guy, so we always talk about that, being from Division II, and then he went to Arkansas. So, but it's just happy for him, man. He deserves it. He works his tail off. He competes, man, and he just loves football. So it's awesome to see.
How much better do you feel like you got this preseason and during these games here?
Just trying to hone in on my craft, special teams and on offense, the little things, the details. Coach Choice is tough on us as a back room. And then also just competing with Jameer, David, Sione, Jacob, and Dion, man. We just push each other every day and just try to hone in on the details and compete. That's the biggest thing. And take one step at a time. Like I said, I wouldn't be here without those guys holding me accountable. The O-line blocked their tail off, tight ends, receivers. It's definitely a group effort, but, I'm just thankful and came out healthy. It was a great preseason, an extra game, so it's been fun.
Wherever the chips land, the chips going to land, and just continue to get better, whether I'm here or, somewhere else. I'm just grateful for the opportunity just to be able to, suit up and play for the home team, the team I grew up watching. So it's definitely a blessing. I'm just grateful, honestly. So.
One of the things that Dan said before this game was he didn't want guys to overthink. He wanted guys to just go out there and play. How do you feel like you accomplished that today?
I feel like I did good. Wasn't overthinking. Felt like I played free. I think just the biggest thing for me is just when I see a look that I know is coming, just jump it. It's not like the XFL where if I don't jump it, it's an incomplete. And I'm playing against the best of the best, regardless if the starters are out there or not. So just me, just continue to trust myself and trust what I'm seeing and attack the ball like I know I can do. So yeah.
What kind of things do you think that you do well, and how does your game suit this defense to give you a chance to land on this roster?
I feel like I can do everything. Honestly, I can cover. I can take away the backside. I can play field. I can play vision. I can play man, and I'm willing to get my face dirty and get down there and tackle, and obviously play special teams because that's the biggest thing. I always pride myself on being a two-way player, and taking special teams seriously. So wherever the chips land, I just know that they'll get a hard worker regardless of the outcome that I get. So yeah.
I know you've been through it before, but what do the next 3-ish days look like for you?
Just get back to work. Honestly, like I said, the work doesn't stop regardless of what happens in my situation. God hasn't brought me here this far just to leave me. So just continue working, just to better my craft and just be a better football player overall. So I think that's my approach going into these next 3 days.
How did being with the Lions make you feel like you gain confidence and grow as a player?
Yeah, I always had the confidence. I think just the last year, my second year in the league, was just more of me just getting in my head and just, overthinking. I feel like now, going through the XFL and getting back here and actually, making plays against big time NFL athletes throughout the course of training camp, it just lets me know that I can play ball at the highest level and I can compete, and I feel like I can be dominant whenever it's my time, and just continue working and just continue to get better.